Everybody, let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
Call Mac 312-0983 or 866-908-TALK.
All right, now, listen up.
It's Mac exclusively on Wow 98.3 Wow FM.
306 Mac's World, 98.3 Wow FM. Mac is out for today. Hopefully doing well in his poker tournament. Godspeed. Onward, Christian soldier, whatever it goes for. Me, again, I got to apologize for today. I am Sudafeded to hell and back, but luckily I have one of the better guests I think we've ever had in Mac's World. Mark Bunker.
Hi.
Wise, informative, bearded. From XenuTV website, XenuTV.com, if you want to check out the videos. And we're just talking about Scientology. And before we get back to the phones, I want to ask you, the big, I mean, this is worldwide. February 10th, everyone is showing up. And again, I want to make it perfectly clear. Believers, followers, whatever helps, get you through the night. They're your beliefs. That's cool. Try not to put them on a granite monument in a courthouse, and we'll all get along. Leave Tom DeLay out of the deal.
I agree with you completely.
But this is about the practices of the leaders. So
right, and if people can believe they were blown up in a volcano by Xenu, that's perfectly fine. They can do auditing. I'm happy. Knock yourself out. Just don't lie about it. Don't raid the homes of people who tell the truth. And when Anonymous stepped forward, I was very concerned about these kids going out there and showing their faces and getting in trouble for some of the perhaps illegal activities that the group had announced. I made a post, I made a video just begging them to stop the illegal stuff, do this peacefully, do it right, and I have been overwhelmed by the thousands and thousands of people from Anonymous who have contacted me saying, you make a lot of sense. We started out doing this for laughs, and now we are looking into this more deeply, and we want to do something right. We want to do this proper. We want to have a picket on February 10th, worldwide, to come out to the different Scientology orgs and peacefully protest.
And what's the significance?
Doing that.
What's the significance of February 10th?
I believe that's Lisa McPherson's birthday, and Lisa was a longtime Scientologist. She was in for 15 years. She had disconnected from her family, and right before Christmas in 1995, she contacted her mom. She contacted some old friends that she hadn't talked to in ages and said, "I'm leaving Scientology. I'm coming home for Christmas." In early December, she got into a minor car accident in Clearwater, Florida, just a little fender bender. When the paramedics arrived on the scene, Lisa had stripped off all of her clothes and was walking down the street naked. The paramedics said to her, "Why are you doing this?" And she said, "I need somebody to pay attention to me. I need help." They took her to the local hospital, the Morton Plant Hospital, 2 blocks away from the Scientology building. They admitted her to the psychiatric ward. An hour later, 10 Scientologists showed up at the hospital and talked Lisa into signing herself out of the hospital against the doctor's wishes. And the Scientologists promised the doctors that they would take care of her. She went back with them to the Fort Harrison Hotel, this lavish hotel that they have there. And they locked her up in the room and put her on 24-hour guard on what is called the introspection rundown, which is how Hubbard said Scientologists should treat a psychiatric break. And they put her on baby watch, essentially. It's their nickname for it. She was under guard 24 hours a day. She wasn't allowed to talk to anybody. They weren't allowed to talk to her. They would bring food into her. They tried to force-feed her medication with a turkey baster, medication that was prescribed illegally by a Scientology doctor who had lost her license a few years earlier. In 17 days, she lost 40 pounds. And by the time they put her in a van to take her to a hospital, they didn't take her to the Morton Plant Hospital 2 blocks away. They passed 4 different hospitals to take her to a distant hospital where a Scientology doctor was working. And when she arrived, she was dead on arrival. And because of Scientology's prolific note-taking, in those 17 days, the handlers were writing down everything that was happening to Lisa and everything that they were doing, from prescribing the medication to explaining how Lisa was smearing the walls with her feces and thought she was L. Ron Hubbard and was barking like a dog. This was a woman in distress. The last 3 days of those logs disappeared, and so did the people who were watching over Lisa. They were sent out of the country, and criminal charges were pressed against Scientology, and Scientology put just a hardcore press against the medical examiner to get her to change her opinion from to the cause of death, to switch it to accidental, so that the state dropped their criminal case. There was a civil case by the family against Lisa McPherson. Scientology fought that for years and years and derailed that case.
So is this a case of, again, it's you're either in or you're out, and everyone out is either an enemy or a mark?
Right. So now the people in Anonymous are holding a memory are holding a picket in her memory, and they have promised that they're going to go out there, peacefully protest, and I support that. I don't support any of the stuff that may have been done that was marginally legal or illegal, but if they want to peacefully protest, I want them to do it safely, and I want them to do it properly, and from the outpouring of comments I've been hearing from them, I think they're going to do that.
All right,
if they can do that, it'll make a big difference.
Let's, you know what the hell, we're going to risk it. Welcome, Anonymous, to 98.3 WOW FM. Anonymous, speak now.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I am wonderful. I'll be much better when you start speaking.
Okay, I'll begin now. I'm Anonymous. I'm not a hacker on steroids. I'm not some child. I'm a normal person with a family. I'm successful. And I'm a standard Anonymous. We're everywhere. We approve of Wise Beard Band. February the 10th, the picketing will occur. There's a lot of people who feel like they can't get organized, or that it just won't happen, but it will. And we encourage you to look into that. And even though we have agreed to do this peacefully and legally, and for the right reasons, we're still doing it for the laws.
Well said. 312-983-866-908 talk, and like he was saying, Mark, this is, get information out. How many people, all they know about Scientology is it's religion, Tom Cruise, John Travolta.
That's all Scientology
and
wants you to know.
Used to be Kirstie Alley.
Yeah.
No one's really thought about her in years. All right, 312-983-866-908 talk, literally from all over the world. Cormac, now, am I reading this right? You are from Ireland?
Yeah, what's up?
Not much. What's going on, Ireland, buddy?
Not much, man. I'm just listening to the show. It's pretty good. I'm a network administrator on the IRC network that the raid is hosted on.
So wait, shouldn't you be anonymous then?
No, I don't really care about being anonymous. I'm not worried about it.
And how many people are getting involved in this?
A lot of people. We have over 1,000 people right now. We have a lot more. I know that aren't actually naming themselves, that aren't contacting anyone, but are participating in the operation. I'm not really too sure. I mean, there's a lot of small. There's a lot of smaller operations going on.
Now, do they have Scientology in Ireland?
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow, they're everywhere.
Absolutely.
All right, you have a question or comment for Mark Bunker?
Well, I'd like to invite Mark to the IRC network if he wants to come on and take a chat with some of the leaders and some of the people that are participating.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm going to say respectfully no, only because I'm not that crazy about IRC anymore, and I don't I'm not part of Anonymous, and although I want to help you folks get your